So hello guys, so Global Youth Bridging Program or ceremony will start very shortly. So could you please turn on your camera? Hello everyone. Yeah, Zahir, nice to meet you. To Laura, Anna, hello. Pranav, Nancy there, Nadia, Rattan, Hong Kwan from Vietnam. Oh yeah, oh, I miss you, or guy. And Patch, could you please turn on your camera? Andrew, Daniel, and nice to see you guys. So I think it's time to start the bridging program over ceremony. So hello everyone, and good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all 2023 Global Youth Summit participants. Welcome to the bridging program over ceremony, one of the linked program of the 2023 Global Youth Summit. So I want to express my gratitude to all of you who may be joining us in the early morning or very late, right, due to the time difference. So before we begin, let me introduce myself. Again, I think everybody knows. Then, hello, guys. Hello. My name is Changju Park, the coordinator of the Global Youth Summit. So I'm truly delighted to be the host of the bridging program over ceremony. So that I'm meeting all of you again via the online. So who I made unforgettable experience with feels like very meaningful and heartwarming. But at the same time, I said I miss you. I miss all of you so much. So, sorry. So let me begin with the schedule of today's program. We are going to enjoy the award ceremony, including your presentation and award ceremony for 1 hour, 30 minutes. So after the brief explanation of today's program and then bridging program, each group will give the presentation and you will have the 5 minutes to present your project and results, maximum 7 minutes. And in the third part, we're going to go to the award ceremony and to a total of 3 groups. And finally, in part 4, I'm going to provide a brief update of the metaverse and introduce you the homecoming day, which will take place this November. And then you're going to be asked to answer a short survey about the homecoming day. So before the main part, we'll provide a brief explanation of the summit and the bridging program. As all of you know, the bridging program is one of the linked program of the 2023 Global Youth Summit. The summit took place from July 19th to 26th, 2023 in Seoul. And thanks to the COVID conditions, 127 participants from 47 countries visited Seoul. So all of you engaged in various activities such as like outdoor activities. You guys went to the Gyeongbok Palace and many other like the youth the centers and the cultural activities. You guys enjoy the Hamburg experience and others, and discussions under one of the 5 sub-themes of the harmony of global uses towards a sustainable future, which was the main theme of the Global Youth Summit. So thanks to your enthusiastic and active participation, the summit concluded successfully without any problems or any accidents. And as you can see on the right side of the picture, you've made a recommendation, which is outcome of the summit discussions. Additionally, you have created brochures for each group. All summit outcomes, including the recommendation, the pictures, the videos, and also the brochures and more, are available on the summit official website. So please visit the website to access your results. Also, after the award ceremony, your result PPT presentation file will be shared on the summit official website. So you can find on the top linked programs and then bridging programs. So after the end of the summit, you have participated in the Global Youth, the Bridging Program, linked program of the Global Youth Summit. So the term bridge in the bridging program implies link and connect, signifying that your activities connect to the summit. So it also means that the recommendation you have created link to the practical actions. And furthermore, this program aims to provide you with opportunities to plan and implement projects and to foster your leadership and experience in social engagement. Even though the program lasted only 21 days, all of you or actively participated in the bridging program through various on and offline methods. So while your outcomes were evaluated by experts, 5 experts, your active engagement in society is the most meaningful. So I applaud all of you who didn't just stop at the discussions, but went further to take action. So through this program, I hope you all had a great opportunity, not only to apply what you've learned from the summit, but also to learn and experience various other aspects. So this is the end of the brief explanation, and we will begin the presentation for each group. So we will proceed with the presentation in the order of group 1 to 10. The first group, group 1, yeah. Group 1 selected the recommendation topic 1, building resilience in the post-COVID-19 era. So please welcome Omar from Egypt, Group 1 presenter. He's going to present Let's Talk Resilience. So Omar, could you please share your screen and give your presentation?
Ready. Can you guys hear me? All right, just a sec. You can see my screen, correct? Okay, so we are group 1, and as you know, our topic was building resilience in the post-COVID-19 era. And we had a lot of ideas about what to do because there were a lot of clauses in our recommendation that were suitable for implementation by youth. But we thought the best way we could cut through the noise basically and present something that we thought was unique in terms of previous solutions for the Global Youth Summit was we created a podcast. And we created a podcast talking about the issues that we discussed as global youth during the discussion sessions of the summit. We had some really insightful conversations that we really wished other people could listen to because there's certain things you hear from other people in other countries that never reach mainstream media outlets or news channels and stuff like that. So we wanted to do a podcast talking about not only the issues in our topic, but also the solutions proposed in the recommendation clauses. And then we uploaded the podcasts. First, we uploaded the episodes on several different streaming platforms. And then we created social media accounts to market and advertise the podcast. And honestly, it was my first time personally, and all of none of us had done a podcast before. So it was really tough actually doing the content because you had like 4 episodes tackling different topics. There was the healthcare, building resilience in healthcare in the post-COVID-19 era. There was digital literacy. There was social life with a focus on domestic violence. And there was economic empowerment of youth and local communities. Those were the 4 topics that we tackled. And we made them into 4 episodes. Each episode was co-hosted by 2 of us. And then we had different teams, a team for editing the audio, a team for making the accounts and uploading all the content, a team for marketing and advertising. So we prepared an outline, and then we created the Spotify, YouTube, and SoundCloud accounts. Then we created the Facebook, Instagram, TikTok accounts, recorded the 4 episodes, obviously created like branding, a color theme, a brand identity, and we started recording. We released them, and we did launch podcast on YouTube, Spotify, and SoundCloud. You can find this podcast on these platforms just by searching the name Let's Talk Resilience. And now we're basically there. Global Youth has reached every platform. And this was the Gantt chart that we did for the podcast. Like we said, we had like editing teams, marketing teams, upload teams, and the tasks were actually quite plentiful. We did not imagine when we first came up with the idea that we would put this much work into it, but we're very proud of what we reached. This was in the beginning, just highlighting the causes that we wanted to keep and talk about. And we did have a lot of fun and a lot of silly moments. And this is our Instagram account. I'm going to show it to you guys in detail. This is the Spotify profile. You can search Let's Talk Resilience and you will find us on Spotify. You can listen to the full episodes, but we realized that a lot of people won't be able to listen to the full episode. I know some people listen to it while going to work. I'm not going to say who they are. Anyway, we know that a lot of the times people want bite-sized content. So we took the episodes that we created on YouTube and Spotify and SoundCloud, and we made little sound bites. We released those on Instagram and TikTok. So this is the YouTube channel, and this is the SoundCloud channel. And these are the links. I sent a message before on the group in case anybody wants to access them. And I will show you briefly the Instagram page. So we should go right there. Yeah, so this is the Instagram page. First we just introduced the podcast, introduced the speakers with the different themes, and a little video explaining, like a little behind the scenes video explaining like how we got to what we got to. And these are the little snippets. They're usually 60 to 90 seconds long, sometimes less. And there's a lot of insightful content. So we basically took the most premium insightful content that we reached, or the coolest stories that you never would hear anywhere else, insights that you wouldn't hear normally on social media, because you just have a lot of different people from around the world just talking. And this is a little introductory video that we created.
Nate Goyard.
Stay with me, little bitch, yeah, you know that I'm your man. You be careful like a snitch, no thoughts, no stand. 2 hoes, 10 toes, new guac, new bands, new whip, new chips, new kicks. Jackie Chan, as she bad, bad bitch, no bag. I just hit another lick and she be counting in my rest. And I be feeling hella rich, no grind, I'm in stack. About to make another hit, God bitch, in my life. Stay with me, little bitch, yeah, you know that I'm your man. You be careful like a snitch, no thoughts, no stand. 2 hoes, 10 toes, new guac, new bands, new whip, new chips, new kicks. Jackie Chan, she bad bitch, no bag. I just hit another lick and she be counting in my rest. And I be feeling hella rich, no grind, I'm in stack. About to make another hit, God bitch, in my life. If she fucking with me, then you know I got it down. I be feeling like a Uzi, got my mind up on the check. Full loose, getting goofy with your hoe, she love me back. I ain't talking ass cash, but that bitch she be my head. And I posted out with twin glass and full bitches, no face. All they want is squad, burn bridges. I be getting to the bag, you still cleaning dirty dishes too much.
So that's that. And I believe that brings me to the end of our presentation. And yeah, that's it. Does anybody have any questions?
Okay, so group 1, the Omar, thank you very much for the presentation. And then, yeah, we can direct go to the group 2. So group 2 selected the recommendation clause 1 by 2 and 1 by 3, emphasize the need for the national civil training and community centers for digital literacy, and the need for the comprehensive media literacy, or through the regional, non-governmental, national, and global initiatives. So please welcome Nantie from Myanmar, Group 2 presenter. She's going to present the promoting resilience, building psychological strength for post-COVID-19 recovery. So Nancy, yes, could you please screen share and do your presentation?
Hello, everyone. Yeah. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nan, and I'm from Myanmar. Today, I'll be the presenter on behalf of my group 2. And thank you for having me here. And it's a pleasure to meet all of you again. By the end of the talk, you will have learned about the COVID-19 coverage and how and why the media knowledge is important. My talk will be mainly in 3 parts. In the first part, I will mention about the aim of our project and the details of our activities. And in the second part, it will be about the online activities. And finally, I'll go on to talk about our physical activities, which is the offline activities. So first, the name of our project is Promoting Resilience, Building Psychological Strength for Post-COVID-19. And our aim is, to raise awareness of COVID-19 coverage and media literacy. Through our various activities, we try to remind people of the importance of COVID-19 vaccination, provide alternative combat the consequences of COVID-19, and encourage the spread of media knowledge among youth and elderly people. In this part, you will see the activity details we have done during the bridging program. It will mainly be in 2 parts, online and offline activities. For the online activities, we created an Instagram account to share information and aware people about the COVID-19. We actively posted contents on our page, Youth Info Hub, with 50+ active followers. We've got positive response from our Instagram page, which drives us to actively participate in content creation. So for the offline activities, we also engage in physical activities like blood donation and voluntary activities to help vulnerable students. We aim to raise awareness of people about building resilience after COVID-19 in the places where the physical activities were done. And we conducted an informative section at a preschool to enlighten children about COVID-19 awareness. Okay, I've explained about the details of the activity. So now we come to the next point, which is the photos of our activities. This is our Instagram page with 50+ active followers. The date of execution is from August 8 to 21. We have made 15 posts during the period. And these are the image of some of our Instagram posts created during the bridging program. And through these posts, our team tried to spread essential, critical, and interesting information about COVID-19 and help build resilience by setting examples. And this is all about the online activities. Now, let's move to the physical activities. For the offline activities, our team conducted an informative session at International Kindergarten Malaysia on August 19. We aim to enlighten children about COVID-19 awareness and the essential do's and don'ts. We facilitate some enjoyable activities at a preschool to keep the children actively involved, engaged, and entertained while sharing information about COVID-19. Through this activity, the students learn the value and importance of helping others which they can apply to the current COVID-19 situation. And on August 7 and 14, this volunteer from South Korea strikes to provide warmth, comfort, and confidence to young people in poverty by working at a student cafeteria and donating meal by purchasing tickets to students in need. And yeah, this session took 4 hours in total. And on August 10, he also decided to become a blood donor for COVID-19 patients at Korean Red Cross. So this is the end of my presentation. And we set so many examples through our project. And yeah, we also hope you will get the idea of helping the people around you and around the world. And then in this way, thought the effort that we have made will worth it. Yeah, thank you for listening to my presentation. Have a nice day, everyone.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. And then, yeah. Oh, yeah, right. Next, group 3, yeah, leader Aya. We give the presentation about the digital education. And group 3 selected the recommendation clause, the topic 2 to 1, 2, and 5, which are about the digital accessibility gap and youth's learning of digital technology. So, Aya, could you start the presentation?
Yep,
Okay.
Can you see my screen?
Yes.
All right. Good morning, everyone. It's 3 a.m. here, so I'm super excited to be here. I'm presenting on behalf of my group, group 3, and our topic was digital education. And our goal was to just help bridge the digital literacy gap. So let's get started. We had 3 projects, so I'm going to kind of run through them very quickly. 1 online project and 2 offline projects. So our first was an online project, which we call OER 360, which is a universal learning portal. And it's an Instagram initiative that spotlights open education resources. So we had weekly themes, and each theme, we had 4 themes: science, technology, language, and culture. We started off, well, this is our recommendation clause, but I won't bore you with the formality. We started off with our intro campaign. Again, won't go through all that because I only have 5 minutes. These were our weekly posts by theme. As you can see, we posted like three times a week for each theme. And our research team found curated resources and sources that you can use in terms of those subjects. So overall, our outcome was very successful, and it's continuing because our Instagram is still live. We provided over 30 sources about the benefits and availability of OER, and all these sources can be found in our Linktree account, which is in our Instagram bio. Our second project was our offline project in Costa Rica, which we call CompuKids, which is a digital adventure bootcamp. We try to make it as fun, cute sounding as possible for the students, and you'll understand why. Again, won't bore you with the clause. We partnered with a school in La Vergen, Costa Rica, and this project was led by our group member, Michelle, and we were just teaching students computer skills. So our project overview was a 3-day campaign. We had 34 students ages 7 to 14, and we are teaching them on laptops. So I'll run you through our very brief journey. We started off a week before our boot camp. We sent a video introducing our team and introducing what the boot camp was about, because a lot of these students have never seen or worked with a computer. As you can see, it's mostly supposed to just be cute. I'm just gonna move on. If you are interested in watching it, it's very fun, it's very cute. I can send it to you later. So then we started our boot camp. Our first day was intro to computers and basic functions. Again, all these sessions were led by our amazing team member, Michelle, who put so much hard work into this. As you can see, this was her trip. She's working with the super cute kids in Costa Rica. And then day 2, we had basic software and file management. So we were teaching them just how to open files, make new folders, and work as groups. And then lastly, basic internet and online activities like Google searching. And then we had them do presentations to see if they acquired any new skills. So overall, this might sound trivial to a lot of us, but the students acquired computer knowledge, file management, and internet browsing skills, which, yeah, might seem very simple, but as Michelle's testament, it was a great experience, and a lot of these students just worked with the computer for the first time with her, and a lot of them walked up to 3 kilometers to get to school, so it was a very enriching experience and really put everything into perspective in terms of our privilege and the work we can contribute to people who are more in need. Okay, lastly, our last project was an offline project in Malaysia, and this was led by our team member, Afiq. A lot of words you don't understand, that's okay, but that's the formal name of our project. We collaborated with Reading Island Primary School and an NGO that I won't even try saying. And it was a 3-day digital skills bootcamp. So basically, we were teaching the kids of that primary school, and the NGO we partnered with gave us an ICT lab to provide them with computers so they can work on the projects. Our project's overview, it was a 3-day boot camp. We had 44 students ages 10 to 11. And of course, we used computers to teach them. Again, boring. The first day was an icebreaker team building, similar to what we had at GOIS. They just got to talk with other students, interact with the facilitators. Our second day was a hands-on Canva tutorial and work experience, so they can learn how to use Canva for presentation skills and graphic design. And then our last day was our presentation day. A lot of these students got to present their work, and the top students were awarded a special prize. That's a quick snippet of the super cute kids. It's a longer video, but I wanted to show you how cute they were. Our project results, they learned how to use Canva. They had soft skills because we had them present their presentations. And a lot of them also had never worked on computers or smartphones, so we did go through web browsing as well. So overall, our group's bridging program results were very fruitful and enriching. We had 76 students overall who we taught computer skills and gained digital exposure to. And a lot of them are excited. Actually, in Costa Rica, they want us to continue our program. And we agreed with Michelle to, this is separate from the bridging program, to just continue our initiative and keep enhancing our presentation slides to teach them more skills. Our Instagram doesn't have the best following, but 74 cool followers are still engaged with our content. And as a group, we collaborated as youth and we engaged with our community, which was super enriching and really put everything into perspective. So thank you very much. Sorry for talking so fast, but
Okay, thank you very
That's all
much.
I
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, thank you very much for running your presentation. So, okay, next group 4. Group 4, the Punamdi from India will give the presentation about IkiTech Youth Initiative Empowering Digital Equity and STEM Engagement. Okay, so group 4 selected recommendation clause 2x1 and 2x2 with the purpose of creating an inclusive digital society. So,
Hi, am I audible? Great, I'll go ahead then. So this is group 4 and we are just beginning with the presentation. So for us, it was more about just being able to reach out to a lot of people and do it in different forums. It was more of a hybrid approach. We used online as well as in-person approach. So we named the project as IkiTech Youth Initiative. This is for the purpose of bringing an equitable approach into the entire project. We included the digital advocacy campaigns and activism, of course, and activism was divided into further 2 parts. First was traditional activism, And the other was digital advocacy campaign, which was through Instagram and other social media, right? So for formality, of course, as I came across, and we started with recommendation houses 1 and 2. This was mainly for advocacy campaigns and partnerships. Going ahead, I'll be telling you about the first part of the entire 3-part project. The first part. Okay. So the first part about the project was about the social media campaign. In the social media campaign, we tried to figure out how can we reach more people, because again, reach in itself is not ubiquitous. So for this, we had 3 members from the group from Chile, South Korea, and Singapore, who took up the entire work for social media campaign. They created the logo and content and went forward with popularizing all the media and going forward with the second part of digital activism. We had 2 people, April and Gaffar, from Argentina and Cameroon, respectively, where they went forward and started interacting with different people to understand the problem better, and also teaching about digital education so as to increase the engagement with digital tools per se for accessing education altogether. So in the first part, in terms of Argentinian contribution, April went forward and talked to a lot of people because she's already working with the church. She found a space under the church and she collected a lot of underprivileged kids and semi-privileged kids who had partial access to technical and digital tools. So she talked to them and she figured out that there was a lack of motivation in them. So what she did was, like, she introduced them to AI and Google search and a lot of basic usage of the computers in terms of mobile tools and in terms of laptop. So she went forward and taught them about the basic requirements which are fulfilled through computers, coming to calculation, Word document creation, presentation, etc. It was surprising for us to know that people had a lot of tools with them, but they didn't know what was the basic utility of the tools which they had in their hands. So for April, her first approach was to go forward and teach the kids and middle-aged people as well how to use what they already had in their hands. Next, coming on to Gaffar's contribution from Cameroon, he interacted with people from different economic strata of his society. One was a woman from the market who represented a struggling class because she was not economically as sound as otherwise. So he talked to her, and there was an interview which was conducted, and she highlighted the issues which she was facing. So she also mentioned about the fact that because she had so many civic scarcity her family was facing, for her to be able to access and make use of digital tools was not important altogether. So we also identified that more than just creating an awareness program, we also had to have to figure out another way to bridge the digital divide by catering to more basic needs. So this was an important insight which we got through the interview. The second situation was that where Gaffar went forward and interacted with a lady who was socially sound and economically sound and had access to all forms of digital technology. From her point of view, her children had all the resources which required her and her children to be able to connect to the world. And she was pretty clear about digital divide, but she didn't have much measures to contribute to the same, right? The third was a group of internally displaced children. We all know about how much of chaos has been created by the amount of scarcity internally displaced children face. So because their basic priorities were again not met, so we figured that to bridge this digital divide for a group such as this, education becomes a priority. So for us, more than making digital education available, we figured that making traditional education was also important for them. So these are certain insights which we try to gather by interviewing different people. And this was the second part of the second project. Going forward with the third part, we also figured that for us to be able to further this initiative, we needed funding and we needed ourselves to be partnered with bigger organizations. We had almost reached out to 6-7 organizations, and luckily within 7 days time, there was this one organization which had connected with us and shared similar interests and suggested that they were willing to partner with us for a period of 1 year, wherein because personally I was working with partnerships, so I would be volunteering for different awareness programs in webinar and seminar levels. And eventually we would be going forward with the hybrid initiative of launching incentive programs through competitions, etc., particularly STEM competitions, or even if not, other competitions according to the needs of the students there, right? In another, okay, and this is the agreement document. I'll be sharing the document again. So this is where we signed the agreement for a period of 1 year under the Partnership Act of India 1932. The last part of the third project was by Gafford again. So he interned with scholars, and he started working as a volunteer content creator and a facilitator. So he collaborated with other individuals who were developing innovative teaching methodologies. So he was adding on to different teaching methodologies which would cater to the different needs of different people having access to different digital tools per se. So he also designed engaging learning materials, etc. I'll be sharing pictures about the same as well. Going ahead, the first picture is of the Instagram page. So we've started creating posts. I'll be sharing the Instagram page as well. And these are some of the other posts. The first part about the Instagram posting was about creating awareness. And the second part was about engaging by maybe interviewing or even posing questions, right? So this was pretty much it. And these are pictures from Gafford's contribution in different arenas. So this was his collaboration and partnership and his volunteership and internship with Scholar. This was pretty much it. So I'll also be sharing a couple of other documents. So this is pretty much the collaboration document. So here we would be partnering from August 21st, and we've already started working on conducting seminars and webinars 3rd September onwards. So we'll be reaching out to more schools regarding the same. And here is the Instagram page. So that is pretty much it. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much. And group 5 is up now. Nadia from the Papua New Guinea will present the project Nutrimental. And they selected close the 3x1 and 3x7, which are about the mental health of youth and the significance of the International Youth Network. So I'm going to screen share for the group 5. Sorry.
Thank you, CJ. Hello, everyone. Am I audible? Okay, so I will be, hi everyone, sorry, my name is Nadia Kun. I'm from Papua New Guinea, and I'll be presenting on behalf of Group 5. So next slide, please. So as mentioned by CJ, my group and I have chosen clauses 3.1 and 3.7 for our project, which is called Project Nutrimental. And in line with clause 3.1, we, instead of, implementation of workshops on mental health, we've created an online platform to promote awareness on mental health, and in line with clause 3.7, establishing international networks of youth. We've used the online platform as well to promote that. So the project was mainly carried out via Instagram, and using the page, the main campaigns were towards promoting awareness of mental health and building international youth networks. So additionally, we had 2 offline campaigns carried out as well, in which the updates were posted via the online platform, and the project duration was from the 10th of August to the 21st. Next slide, please. So the main activities of the project involved researching, creating flyers, posting them on the online platform. And while these were for the online platform, the offline campaigns involved researching, putting together content for the awareness, and carrying out the awareness. And we had meetings in between to discuss matters relating to the project. Next, please. So for our Instagram page, we currently have 210 followers, and we're still actively posting even after the program is ended. We have a total of 20 posts at present, and we will still be using the platform to post. So for the first episode, we posted this. There's a picture showing what we posted, aimed at providing basic knowledge on mental health and bringing in statistics to show our audiences of how we should view mental health and the seriousness of it. Sorry. Next slide, please. So the next one was a post about International Youth Day, which acknowledged and raised awareness on the importance of youths in implementing the SDGs, and the effects of mental health stability towards productivity and social relationships between youths. Next slide, please. And for the third one was 3 posts in line with spreading positivity, which aim to encourage our followers to share their happy moments and serve as a reminder for them to do self-care and remember to be present in the present. So next slide. Episode 4 was on finding happiness. And as stated, the purpose was to raise awareness on the concept of happiness and how we can, ways where we can sense happiness around us. Next slide. And for episode 5, we have one of our members, Kai from Myanmar, did a mini vlog on a day in a student life in Myanmar. This went on to promote international youth connections by opening up to other youths about what the daily life of a student is in another country and to encourage them to be more aware of their daily activities and be present in the present. Next slide. For episode 6, this post was aimed at managing stress caused by social media with and explaining the concept of how social media can affect youth's mental health, as well as stating ways to overcome stress that has huge impact on youths. So these were, sorry, next slide. Yeah, next slide, please. So for episode 9, we had another vlog by one of our members, Master from Laos. And this went in line with the vlog that Kaing did from Myanmar, showcasing a daily life of a student in Laos. And it was also aimed at encouraging international youth connection, sorry. Next slide, please. And Master also carried out an offline mental health awareness in Laos to his English class that he voluntarily tutors. And they watched a video introducing mental health, and they got to understand the importance of mental health. And they became more aware of how they can take care of themselves. And they learned about what good mental health means. Next slide, please. And for episode 11, we did a post about global citizenship relating to promoting international youth connections and how global citizenship can be used as an important tool in building a sustainable world and achieving the SDGs. Next slide, please. For episode 12, I carried out an offline awareness on mental health in a local community school in the suburb that I live in. And the awareness saw an audience of almost 100 plus young people between the ages of 12 and 16 who were in grades 7 and 8, and they learned about mental health and its importance. And for this audience, when I asked them if they ever heard of the word mental health, I had like this big audience and only 7 children raised their hands. So I'm actually going back to do more awareness in most of our local community schools, just to raise awareness on mental health and help them understand what it means. So next slide, please. So to sum it up, our activities were done under recommendation clauses 3.1 and 3.7, in which we made 7 posts online under mental health awareness for clause 3.1, and we carried out 3 mental health awareness actually. Another one not included in the slide was one carried out in Brunei by one of our group members, Zahir. And for clause 3.7, we had mini vlogs and other posts as well. encouraging and promoting international youth networks. So next slide, please. Thank you for paying attention, and always remember your mental health is important. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. And the next is the group 6, who conducted the Mind Futures project. They also did on and offline projects to improve and change the youth mental health. And the clause they selected is clause topic 3, establishing social environment for the safe and healthy development of the youth. So please welcome the group 6 presenter, Nina from Georgia. Yes.
Hello, everyone. Let me share this. So again, hello everyone, it's Nina here. And first of all, I want to say that I'm really happy to see you all. Despite being online, still, I'm really happy to see you. So let me start with our project. So our project, Mindful Futures, what is it about? So our, let's say our main goal was to, through online and offline programs, give people the opportunity to get the needed and accurate information from professionals. So the base is education. And this motivation was driven by the recognition of a lack of comprehensive knowledge, which is essential for reducing the prevailing stigma and fostering broader comprehension and self-acceptance among individuals. So despite education being a human right, we can say that today it's kind of a luxury. So let's go to our project timeline, and by that I will be explaining our project initiatives more detail. So starting with our online role, we created a Padlet platform, a Padlet wall for people to feel comfortable to tell their experiences and stories regarding mental health. And by this time, we have more than 50 stories from different people. And so as you can see here, we have the column for sharing their stories, to share what is helping them to heal through this, share their peaceful spots and positive messages, and also our recommendations, which include books, YouTube channels, YouTube videos, and even songs. And about the last one, the lecture slides, I will tell about them a bit later. So this is basically a safe space for people, not to fear of being judged or not accepted. Next, offline meeting, the first offline meeting agreement that we made was made in Georgia. So what is our offline project about? We are making agreements with school principals and school psychologists in different countries for them to conduct lectures about mental health at schools. So the first agreement that was made, it was made in Georgia, but due to country's holiday period, the meetings with principals will be in September. But by this time, I can say that psychologists, there are some psychologists that agreed to conduct those lectures. We opened our Instagram page, Mindful Futures, where we are updating people about our followers about our activities. Next offline collaboration agreement was made by our group member Cameron in Papua New Guinea, where he already had a first meeting with UN Foundation Population Fund officer, and in this meeting,
Nina, I'm sorry, but I just can you guys see the next slide? I think you just screen
No,
sharing
it's
is
stuck on
there.
the first one.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
What can you see my numbers? Okay, is it the slide about Georgia? Oh, so you didn't see any of the slides? Great. So from this slides, I will very quick show you. So this is our Padlet wall, about which I was talking about. our Instagram page, and yes, the offline meeting. So our group member, he had an offline meeting with UN Population Fund officer, and they made an agreement by which UNFPA will be giving us the technical support from them, and they will also make an agreement to help us with the podcast sessions, video challenges, etc. So, and also they will help us in creation of the mental health and well-being toolkit, which will be verified by their specialists. And they made an agreement for the second meeting that will be in September. And by this meeting, they will be talking about our discussing and making agreements regarding our offline initiative in schools. So at this time, our group member, he already made agreements with schools. 3 schools already agreed to conduct those lectures at schools, and right now we are making agreements with the professionals. Online meeting agreement. So our group member from Nepal made an agreement with psychologist, and here we have our first online workshop. You are seeing the slides, right? Yes, okay. We had our first workshop, online workshop, which was conducted by Dr. Richa Mathia, a psychologist from Nepal, where more than 20 youths attended this lecture. So why is this lecture important? Our specialist was talking about mental health, its importance, and even more important, she was talking about the strategies, how to reduce stress and anxiety, which are of course really important and really necessary information. And yes, here we can see some screenshots from our meeting where we have the strategies, the techniques, and the needed information. So to sum up, as we can see, we made a lot of agreements, offline agreements, and why did we do that? Despite the fact that not everything was made and conducted during the project program period, we made the ground for future programs. And since we are talking about education, only having one lecture is not enough. That's why in the future, we already know that we'll have even more lectures and workshops, both online and offline. And by this time, there are a few other specialists from different countries that want to conduct online workshops in the future. And yes, as I said, the main goal was to provide people with opportunity to gain the accurate information from specialists, and without having to pay for it, of course. So yes, we created this offline lecture programs, online workshops, and our online platform that hopefully made some people feel, even if a little bit, but really to tell their stories and not being afraid of being judged or not accepted. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so thank you very much. And then next, the group 7, Young, the Climax will give the presentation of the group 7 about the cultural PDF. So group 7 selected a recommendation clause related to the cultural diversity. So please welcome our Climax. Yes. Okay.
I'm not
Oh, yeah.
allowed to.
I gave you the right.
Oh, thank you. Do you guys all see my screen? Okay. Okay, hello everyone. I'm Clemens from South Korea, and I'm here to present for Group 7. So now I will begin to introduce our project. So our topic was about promoting cultural diversity, and we chose recommendation clause 4.2 that states encouraging governments and civil organizations to archive cultures of different regions in the world, and recommends creating a centralized social media account that conducts promotions by involving young celebrities that spread messages advocating cultural diversity and respect. So based on this clause, we wanted to develop our project. Although we couldn't really invite young celebrities, we developed a social media account and posted some posts and stories, and we named the project Culturepedia. And you can see from this that this name was inspired by Wikipedia, which is a words like archive for diverse knowledges. And we wanted to post cultures in our account that it acted like kind of Wikipedia of culture in Instagram. So, yeah. So this is the detailed plans of our activities. So since many of our group members were spread throughout different regions around the globe, we thought online activities are best fit for us to conduct and for us to be as involved as possible. So we created an Instagram account and started from August 11th. And we hope to continue it at least at the end of this year and to post it continuously and regularly. And these are the 4 things that we planned. The first one is a survey. So survey took a form of like a quick pop quiz in a Instagram story, so they could really be accessible and be convenient for people to participate in it. And secondly, we released culture-related questions and information on a like regular basis. And also thirdly, we posted some videos, like it took a form of vlog, so it was like a day with somebody. And we want to also post some videos doing the same activities in different cultures to show how their cityscapes and how their like usual days differ depending on what region they're in. And lastly, we also launched a series of games with cultural perspective to make page more friendly and interactive for all ages. And these are some of our activity photos. And our account name is Culturepedia 2023. So I think many of you are following us, but if you're not, I hope you could follow us. And as you can see, these are some posts about like cultural information. And these are the stories that we posted. And I will explain it in the later slide. Yeah, this is the result of our survey. So as you can see, it was really easy for everyone to access and participate in it since it was just a story and it just took like a second to know the answer and choose the answer. And as you can see, we could observe some particular stereotypes about certain cultures because like in the question, the Thai people usually travel by something. Most of the people who picked motorcycle, although the correct answer is car. So by this, we could see some like typical images of certain cultures, and we could inform it really quickly because it only took a second for them to know the answer. Yeah. And in contrast, we also posted some images related to certain cultures and asked them, what can you guess what country it is? And relative to the formal like stories asking some facts, we got it like a lot of correct answers. So it might represent that people are really aware of different images of different cultures. Like they are really aware of them like image, not really as an exact knowledge. So it taught us that we could focus on delivering information about different cultures. Yeah, and these are some videos we posted for our vlogs, and it's like I also posted for like the South Korean high school life, and Catalina posted a university student life in Chile, and Ochen posted also like a day of Indonesian university student. So we hope to continue uploading these kind of videos. Yeah. So in a brief conclusion, we realized that there is indeed a certain level of misinformation about some countries, and they originate from stereotypes spread over the years. But when it comes to characteristics such as images, most of the people can distinguish between the cultures. And while social media is also like generating countless false news, it is also a robust ground for it. It can go to a different groups of people with different ages, so it is really a useful method to spread our messages. So we grasped that with more education and information, we could achieve a safer place for different cultures and raise awareness and about unknown cultures worldwide. So we hope to continue it as long as possible. And this is the end of our presentation. Thank you for your attention.
Okay, thank you very much. So the next is the group 8, the Sue from Myanmar, but I think she's having some internet issues. So I think we should start to the group 9 first. So group 9, the project name is the Creating Youth Culture in a Digital Society, which is the same as the recommendation clause topic 5. The Rason from Thailand will present group 9's project. So Rason, are you there?
Yes. Okay. Okay. Can you see the screen? No. Okay. Yes. So our group is like about topic 5 and okay. Hello everyone, my name is Raslon from Thailand and from group 9. Sorry, I forgot to introduce myself. And here is our group presentation, which will be about topic 5, creating youth culture in digital society. And how usually like before activities, before the workshop, we advertise our workshop through the like information which is on our Instagram, which the name is being shown here, and I will be very appreciative if you guys follow us or join our activity. That will be very grateful. And each speaker in our group and moderators have prepared some of the question and answer before running the workshop, which have been occurred days ago. And during the workshop days, we have 2 sessions, which is about social justice and human rights and environmental sustainability. So this is like question and answer taking part. After the workshop, we have like pictures of the workshop posting on Instagram with hashtag and summarize our workshop with a poll which will be given down above. The activity details workshop question from Q&A, social justice and human rights. The question was, how do you define social justice? How was social justice in Indonesia versus countries of Vera, who is the speaker of this part? So I asked her about her country. And how do you correlate youth culture with digital society perspective? What kind of action you take in digital society face ability and challenges? What is your closing statement? What's human rights and why is this important? Human rights in Korea, because in this part, this is Subin came from South Korea through speaking. So yeah, this is about human rights in Korea, especially in education. And digital society, especially the youth digital society. Relationships between human rights and digital society, and anything to do for the youth digital society. And the environment and sustainability, we have how we have young activities effectively raise awareness about climate change on a global scale. Well, there is some example of successful youth-led initiatives that have influenced climate policy changes. In what way does youth climate movement intersect with our with other social environmental discourses? How an education institution better incorporate climate change awareness and activism into their curriculum for young students? What challenges do you climate activists face, and how you can this challenge to overcome? How does digital society and social media empower youth in their efforts to combat climate change? What strategies can governments and organizations employ to amplify the voice of the young climate activities in policy making processes? What are some practical ways for young people to incorporate sustainable practice into their daily life? What role can technology play promoting environmental sustainability among youth? And pretty wait, okay. And this is for the poll that we created. For the first question, how would you rate quality of the content material provided? And most of us say excellent, and the second is good, and some say fair. I don't see any C poor, so it's mean it is kind of great quality of content that provided, I assume. What's overall impression of the events program service? And most of them say excellent and some say good. So I guess there's a great impression for most of you. And here's some photo from our activities. We have like picture posted on our Instagram, which you can check more in here. You can go and follow, so we could be happy, like this bunny. And here is us, group 9, with the topic 5, creating youth culture in digital society. Another activity photo, here is a pre-discussion bridging program. So we select and pick causes for the recommendation. We talk about the way people run bridging programs, selected workshop way, and talk about making poster advising for our workshop, which is the one that posted on our Instagram. And this is pre-discussion with the line chat, but we also make some further communicate apart from when we made a Zoom chat through the line, because we're from many countries around the world and we have different time zone. It is easier to just like leave the message there, and when someone have an idea, they just like write it down when they're free. So we talk about like choose each other role for our workshop. Either you want to be administrator, moderator, designer, or work on the social media, which is our Instagram. Choose the topic that will be participate, social justice, human rights, or environmental sustainability. And we make assignments through the session. And here's like a activity photo for the workshop, which was on the 8th of 8th. And moderator, brief introduction of our workshop, and we have like question and answer time for each section. And we also like make some photo at the end, which I wasn't noticed at that day. And here's like some pictures during the activities. We have like 2 moderators and 5 speakers, which we give them question and answer. And thank you for people who participate in our activities, and also leave some cute, nice comments here. And I think we should not open the video because this will take too long. So here's all for our group 9. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And oh yeah, please stop. Yeah, sorry for that. And then I think group 8, the presenter Sue from the Myanmar still has the internet problem, so I think we should group 10 first. The 10th group, Youth Unplugged. Our presenter is Tae-young-son, Chun Chae-young from South Korea, who is participating here. So please welcome her and with a round of applause. Okay.
네. Hi everyone, I'm Tae Young-sun, the presenter of Group 10. And our name of the project was Youth Unplugged. We have recommendations class topic 2 from 2 to 5, but especially the topic 3, which is about the digital safety. And our project Youth Unplugged embraces the significance of the digital world while advocating for a balanced approach. The name Unplugged conveys the idea that digital room is an essential part of modern life, providing vast opportunities for learning, creativity, and connection. However, it also underscores the need for young people to take occasional breaks from the virtual world, prioritizing mental well-being, genuine human interactions, and personal growth. By understanding and appreciating both advantages and limitations of the digital landscape, Youth Unplugged aims to empower young individuals to make informed choices, ensuring a harmonious integration of technology into their lives. So
we have three main parts, and part one was the digital advocacy. We have Instagram posts, stories, and reels that reflects our learnings in GIS and inspiring cause. And part two was interactive online events. We had surveys from Google Forms that gathered respondents from all over the world. And part three is offline activities, which was conventional community outreach. And SNS campaign was on Instagram. So between August 8th and 22nd, we've successfully gained 65 new followers for our online segment of the Youth Unplugged campaign. And we have 11 postings from now on. Remarkably, nearly all of our posts have garnered a minimum of 50 reactions and interactions in the form of likes and engagement. Our campaign account has attracted a total of about 800 visits, indicating a substantial level of interest and interaction. Our posts constantly achieve an average of 400 to 600 views when shared across various social media platforms. The post includes introduce of our members and survey results and any other education reels. The first, digital quotes. Digital quotes indicates the power to bring both positive and negative outcomes. That's why we regularly share motivational quotes on our Instagram stories, ensuring they are easily accessible and comprehensible for our followers. Through this, we aim to instill a sense of mindfulness in the online realm among our audiences. And we also posted some educational reels. And first was the overview of the legs of digital education according to the survey for Google Forms. And second was to overview of cyberbullying and its possible solution. And cyberbullying is also the question from our survey on Google Forms. Third was the overview of the issue with online child grooming and its possible solution by our team member D. And part two was interactive online event. As what I said before, we conducted a survey using Google Forms, inviting respondents from diverse regions to share their insights and opinions on digital safety and assess the level of awareness among young individuals. Subsequently, we meticulously analyzed the survey results and transformed them into visually engaged content, which we regularly share our Instagram account. These content pieces include informative graphics featuring pie charts, statistics, and informative text, serving as valuable resources to raise awareness about digital safety among our audience. This survey involved about 10 questions, cyberbullying, child grooming, or any other digital safety. And part two was offline activities by Lynn and Dee and rows of group 10 members. We actively participate in community advocacy initiatives by displaying posters from the 2023 Global Youth Summit. In Laos, Malaysia, and South Korea, our dedicated group members have taken proactive steps to engage with diverse communities, emphasizing the significance of fostering a healthy digital youth culture. They do so by prominently showcasing the informative posters we designed during our summit. First was Dee from Laos, an enthusiastic intern at the Department of Natural Resources and Environment in Vietnam capital, is meticulously presenting the intricacies of the group 10 posters to his respected colleagues, because his colleagues are also same age of us. And according to our poster, Dee explained the efforts on both the youth level and national level that can be done to protect positive youth culture. This engaging discussion underscores this commitment to his internship and the valuable exchange of knowledge within his department. And Ong Lin from Malaysia is a dedicated volunteer who actively engages with multiple NGOs. During one of her routine visits to adopted schools, she thoughtfully incorporated a youth culture and digitalization syllabus into her educational activities. It was mainly about digital safety and the steps of precautions that students can practice when using internet. This initiative aims to provide high school students, whereas Ong Lin practiced her presentation at elementary school with a more comprehensive understanding of this important topic. And lastly, Jang Mi from Republic of Korea is generously volunteering at a local child center, offering counseling and support to Vietnamese and Korean children. As part of her efforts, she has prepared child-friendly slides to convey the significance of digital safety to the young beneficiaries. So she did not use our posters to enhance the understanding of child. And Rose went to the extra mile by incorporating interactive quiz sessions into her counseling efforts with the children. These quizzes were designed to ensure that the children not only grasp the concept of digital safety, but also internalize it effectively, serving as a valuable check and balance in their understanding. Yes, these are the results of our bridging program activities, and thank you for listening.
So thank you very much, Chae Young-son. And then the next, the group 10, not group 10, group 8, the last, the presentation. The Sue from Myanmar is going to give the presentation about the cultural kaleidoscope youth crafting on infinity diversity. The goal of this project is to promote youth understanding of cultural diversity. They are sharing the beauty of various cultures now. So please welcome her. So
CJ, can you give me a permission to share the screen? I can't share the screen right now.
sorry, okay. Sorry. Could you...
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. I'm Sue, who will present on behalf of Group A. My presentation is in 4 parts. I will start with the introduction of the project, move on to the offline activity research, and then continue to the online campaign conducted via Instagram, and finish with the upcoming global online event. The name of our project is Cultural Kaleidoscope, Youth Crafting and Infinite Diversity. Cultural Kaleidoscope is a youth-led project stemming from the Global Youth Summit Topic 4, the role of youth in respecting and spreading cultural diversity and value. This initiative aims to celebrate and preserve cultural diversity through creative endeavors. Group A came together to showcase the beauty of various cultures, art, music, stories, and more. By engaging in these activities, the project aims to foster understanding, respect, and appreciation for different cultures, ultimately contributing to a more inclusive and harmonious global community. Let me tell you about the offline activity research. Based on the recommendation clause 1, I organized an offline event at Yangon University of Economics, located in Myanmar, to promote cultural understanding and education. This is the table of contents I presented. I introduced the concept of cultural diversity and its significance in today's interconnected world. I discussed the specific recommendations for the summit and shared an overview of the project our group initiated. I also shared my personal experience from the Global Youth Summit and addressed the challenges cultural diversity encounters. I also proposed practical solutions to overcome these challenges from the recommendations, such as our clause 1, creating online and offline events, workshops, and also clause 2 and 3 regarding promoting cultural diversity and sharing knowledge and stories on social media using our Instagram page, DiverseGYS23, underscoring the commitment required to make such initiatives successful. A visual presentation of the project brochure was included, showcasing its design and key information. The presentation included an interactive segment where attendees were encouraged to share their thoughts, questions, and ideas about promoting cultural understanding. The event drew a diverse audience of students, body and staff members who showed keen interest in learning about different cultures. By implementing clause 1 to this event, I successfully created an environment for promoting cultural understanding and education. The offline event was published on the Yangon University of Economics website. Now let me draw your attention to our group Instagram page, Diverse Fast. The term combines diverse and vast. Diverse represents the right variety of cultures and backgrounds coming together, while vast suggests a poetic and interconnected universe. We run our page with various knowledge-sharing contests and interesting cultural blogs from different countries. Within a week of running, DiverseBot has been able to gain 141 followers with 9 posts for the online session of campaign in accordance with clause 2 and 3. We have received good feedback and reactions in our posts. Other various cultural blogs we shared, such as A Day in My Life as a Chilean Student by Sophie, a mesmerizing Kadayawan Festival in Philippines by Bench, Homage Prayer Ceremony of Myanmar Students by Suk, the Apatani Tribe from India by Farman, have gained around 1,000 views. Overall, the engagement rate of our page is amazing, and we could meet the targeted goal. Last but not least, our group is working on organizing an upcoming online event scheduled for mid-September. This virtual event will aim to reach a broader audience by leveraging the power of digital platforms. The online event will encompass various elements, including interactive workshops, insightful discussions, and engaging presentations. Attendees from different corners of the world will have the opportunity to participate, fostering cross-cultural exchanges and conversations. The event will utilize webinars, virtual networking sessions, and presentations to convey the significance of cultural diversity and the role of youth in advocating for its appreciation. By combining the success of the offline event and online campaign, Group A aspires to magnify the impact of our initiative and continue to encourage you to play an active role in spreading cultural awareness. Through these combined efforts, our group envisions a vibrant effect that resonates with the Global Youth Summit core theme, ultimately contributing to a more harmonious and interconnected global society. That's a lot for your attention.
So thank you for all the active participation and presentation, and let me give a big round of applause once again to all of you. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Now we will proceed with the award ceremony. It was very, very challenging to evaluate the diverse effort you all demonstrated. However, unavoidably, today's award ceremony will honor a total of 3 groups, and each group will receive a certificate in the name of the President of National Council of Youth Organizations in Korea and small prize. So please note that the only actual participants who participated in the program will receive the prize. So now it's time to announce the winner of the bridging program. So the third place in the bridging program is sorry. So congratulations, Group 5, the project Nutrimental. Congratulations. And Group 5, they conducted both on and offline projects with the goal of raising awareness about the importance of mental health and establishing an international youth network. They displayed active education and volunteer activities, and the well-explained results received positive evaluation. Once again, congratulations. And may I ask the leader or the presenter from the group 5 to share your feelings on the winning this award? Nadia or else? Could you share? No? Okay. Okay, then we're going to the yeah, the second slide.
Hi, sorry,
Oh yeah.
Nadia here. So
Yeah.
I can't go on video right now, but this is honestly, we did not expect to even be awarded, and this is huge. This is actually very I don't have the words to say right now, but yeah, it's very encouraging, and we will keep on doing what we are doing. And yeah, thank you so much on behalf of Group 5.
Okay, thank you very much once again, and congratulations. Congratulations. So let's proceed with announcing the second place winner. The team that has earned the honor of the second place is okay, so congratulations. Group 1, Let's Talk Resilience. Congratulations. And Group 1 created a podcast discussing issues and solutions related to building resilience. They received a positive evaluation for actively involving all team members in this new format, which is a podcast. Furthermore, the podcast received high marks for delving into the importance of resilience in health, digital literacy, society, and the growth of local communities. Personally recommend you to listen to all episodes. So once again, congratulations. So now, may I ask the representative or the presenter, Omar, to share some feelings on the winning of this prize?
Sort of at a loss for words. Just because everybody else did such a great job, and we didn't know if we'd win a prize, but just like everybody else who put in the work for this bridging program, the people in this group really deserved it. The people in this group worked hard, and the best part about it was that it gave us an opportunity to get back and talk to each other and work with each other even after the summit had ended. And the prize aside, we just had a lot of fun doing this. So thank you, everybody.
Okay, so thank you very much, and once again, congratulations. So finally, let me announce the first place winner. So group of the first place is the first place team of the 2023 Global Youth Summit. The Global Youth Bridging Program is congratulations. Group 3, the digital education. So Group 3, the strategically plan their programs. Online one is that offering the free education website information called OER 360. And the offline one is conducting the volunteer activities in Costa Rica and Malaysia. And they received the high marks for aligning their activities with in the program's purpose and recommendation clause, demonstrating team spirit and cooperativeness. So congratulations. So now may I ask the presenter of the group 3 or the leader?
Okay,
to
CJ,
share?
I'll
Yeah.
give you my Oscar speech. Just kidding. Thank you for the award. I just want to thank my group. It was really tedious to do 3 projects at once, but a lot of us put a lot of work into it. So awesome job, everyone. That's all I have to say.
Okay, thank you very much. And once again, congratulations. And congratulations to all the award-winning teams. And I want to give a round of applause for all participants who showed your passions and efforts. Thank you for your participation. Additionally, I understand that there are still some groups where the project has not yet concluded. So I ask for all your the continued interest and participation in those groups as well. So the award ceremony has concluded and we are nearing the end of the event. So before ending, let's move on to the part 4. And I will briefly introduce the Metaverse update and provide a brief overview of the Homecoming Day, which is scheduled this November. Afterwards, we will conclude today's event. So as you can see in the Metaverse, in the auditorium of the Summit Metaverse, your recommendation and brochures has been uploaded. So I'm going to share my screen again. So as you can see, the auditorium is located straight up from the initial starting portal here. So auditorium, which is called main space here. And in the main space, on the right side of the place, you can find your recommendation and brochures over here. Click F, English version. Very lagging. So you can see the recommendation, which is updated, and then the group's brochure. This is the brochure of group 3. Like this. So as I said, your brochures and recommendation in the Summit Metaverse have been updated. So please visit the Metaverse to see the results you've created and enjoy them together. Here is your brochure. Next, let's talk about the Homecoming Day. Homecoming Day is scheduled for this November, and its purpose is to provide a platform for Summit participants to continue networking and further develop your global relationships. So it's been a little over a month since the summit concluded, and by November, more than 3 months will have passed. So we hope that even at that time, you will continue to stay in touch with and build strong relationship with your summit friends. So we ask for your participation in Homecoming Day, which will be conducted online through Metaverse. So what you see here in the picture, there are the 3 pictures. Despite being conducted online, we had a variety of programs. In the first picture, in Korea, in the eyes of the ASEAN youth, I think there is some errors on the picture, but ASEAN participants share their perspectives on Korea. And in the AKYS Tell Us Your Story, we held a competition about how participants changed after participating in the summit. We also had dance contests and quizzes and other programs. And as you can see in the group picture, many participants enjoyed Homecoming Day. So before designing the expanded Global Youth Summit Homecoming Day, we would like to hear your creative ideas through a survey. So through this survey, we'd like to ask for your opinions on whether you'd like to participate in an online homecoming day and what kind of programs you'd like to enjoy if you participated. Additionally, you can share your experiences if you have participated in online programs before, like any feedback, like any ideas about the online program, homecoming day, any feedbacks will be valuable to us. So you can scan this QR code right now and answer this survey, or later so after this time, the QR code will be shared via line messengers and an email, so you can answer later when you have the ideas. Of course, after you answer this survey, you can just let me know if you have any additional ideas. So thank you. So thank you for your participation again. It's time to conclude today's bridging program award ceremony. So did you all enjoy the bridging program? Yeah, right? So I want to express how impressed I am with your participation in the bridging program and the effort you've shown. So before the end of the bridging program, I think we should take the group pictures. Okay, it's okay. Okay, okay. So everybody, who's not turning on your camera, please turn on. I'm going to call your name. Okay. Okay, okay. Oh, you're kind boys, kind girls. Okay, please turn on your camera. Candy, Jayasri, Greta from Lithuania. Hey, Afik. Hello. Igarashi-nim, could you please turn on your camera? Yeah. And also there are the staff. Jung Yubin, Yoon Da-sol, could you please turn on your camera if you can? Vietnam, Hong Kwan, could you please turn on your camera? Okay. I think, oh yeah, hello Da-sol, hello. Yeah, hello. Please turn on your camera. And then I think we're going to take the three pictures. First one is just the like typical one, the finger heart. Okay. Okay. What's that face, Aaron? Okay. Okay, so it's a finger heart. Okay, we're gonna take picture. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Thank you, thank you. And the next picture is to show the your group number. Like if like I think your group has like your own sign, right? I think group 8 is something like this, right? Right, like this. Yeah, so okay. Group picture. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Great. Okay, the last picture is yeah, any pose. Any pose. Okay. For me, any pose. Oh yeah, nice. So 3, 2, 1. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay. So I hope you never forget this experience and showing the passion and you showed during the summit and bridging program. So once again, thank you for participating today. And for those who'd like to have like the more conversation with other participants, you can use this QR code to access the Metaverse, and also you can find the Metaverse link on the summit official website. So I think it's time to say goodbye. Okay. So thank you once again and see you on homecoming day, okay? On November. Bye bye.
Ciao.
Bye,
Have a nice day.
CJ.
Bye bye.
Thank you, Steve.
See you guys.
Thank you.
See you guys. Bye.